Hello, this is David, and welcome to Equity Story. Just having a quick look here on the markets. The market's obviously down. Everything looks pretty tough, pretty red today. The markets are looking very weak. We've got a little bit of support here on the little red happy line, so hopefully that will hold for the week. We did bounce off from it today pretty perfectly, so hopefully that is a bit of short-term support. But obviously, the big sort of story of the day is Mr. Renzo, the Italian Prime Minister. Just see him here. There you can see what he tried to do last night. He basically had a referendum on constitutional reform, and he obviously lost. He's now resigned, and what that does mean, again, we've got the Five-Star Movement that's gaining a lot of traction in Italy that could win power next year, and if they do, they could be pulling Italy out of the euro. Now this could be pretty devastating. What we're seeing all around Europe at the moment is Brexit. People going against obviously what's been going on in government and this European venture. You've got now in Germany, Merkel. I think she's about third in the polls. She looks like she could go. You've got the National Front in France with 40% of the popular vote. Europe is possibly changing, and this is another sign that it's collapsing in an absolute heap. For us, this is quite interesting, really, Equity Story, and this is really what we're, in some ways, we're positioning ourselves for, and this is why gold, we believe, is very important. And we believe the biggest catalyst to send gold eventually flying through the roof is obviously the collapse in Europe, and it's all on the cards, and everything is shaping up. What does it mean? The collapse in Europe, the fear from governments collapsing, it means it's more panic, more people leaving what we call the public sector, like bonds, and investing in governments, and they'll move more into the private sector. They get out of Europe, and we believe as a result, it's a tough world out there, but as a result, I think the Dow, the US dollar, basically the last places, the last safe havens could actually do very well next year. Looking a little bit at from that point of view. So what basically we're saying at Equity Story, these markets are really tough at the moment, and yes, a little bit of, we were expecting the markets to pull back. We still think they will. Certainly we're in a few trends at the moment. Some are doing okay. I'll have a look at those in a second. But it's not a time to panic. It's a time to accumulate good companies. The reason I'm saying that is that we believe that any pullback is just going to be a fantastic buy opportunity, because with billions and billions, trillions of dollars potentially coming out of bonds, with billions and trillions of dollars coming out of Europe into America, the Dow could be have a fantastic run next year. And we're excited. I mean, Equity Story, everyone was laughing at us. They couldn't understand why we were selling 3 months good growth, a lot of growth stories. And we sold them. We made good profits. And now, you know what? We're buying those companies back 50, 60, 70% less than we sold some of them. And again, we're really happy to get back into Appen. If you're not in that company, please go on the website, read up about it, and have a look. Adasol, again, we really do like this story. Again, we put it back on. I think it's very exciting. There's companies we're looking at. VTG. This was one we sold at 532. It's now, I think this is going to go to 212. We're just waiting to talk to management. We've got a few questions. If we can be sort of calm down and feel that this is just a complete oversell, certainly we'll be back into this story as a 3-year growth story. Next DC, a little bit more complex, this story, but again, it's it looks like it's definitely going to go lower, and again could give us another tremendous opportunity to make money from this company. As with BWX, I think it's running on, obviously, that Bellamy's results scared the market, that people see a lot of regulation at the moment in China. I think short-term fear, and this could give us also certainly a great long-term buying opportunity. So just watching this one very carefully, and it's got to be a stock. I mean, we love the growth potential of BWX. They are growing a lot now in the UK, and I think this $3.50 level could certainly be an interesting entry point. And again, Catapult. If you look at this company, one originally we bought at $2. We made 100%, around 100% on this. It's coming down, and I'm sort of getting excited. 250, maybe we should get a bit, and if it comes to $2, a bit more. So all these companies are really getting exciting for a equity story. All great companies where we could potentially make some good money, and even companies that we didn't put on, but we like the story. Watching very carefully, Class 1. Again, it's got it's running on high multiples, and that's why most of it's been sold off. But fantastic growth potential with Class 1. And obviously another one that just raised a bit of money, but a story we really like. Speedcast again has some great growth potential over the next few years. And of course, all the ones we've got, we're happy to holding these stories. They're all bringing out good reports. They're all growing their earnings, and that's all we can ask for. So if they come down a little bit more, if you've got some, well, just top up, get a little bit more. A friend of mine once said to me, Dave, I love your trending. It's a great way to make money. He said to me, the way to get wealthy is good 3-year growth stories. You add to them, they come down, add a little bit more, and over time, as these companies go from these $2 to $3 to $10, and you keep adding to these great positions, it can often be a fantastic way to accumulate wealth. What we've done today, and we've actually added another 3-year growth story, and please go to the website and have a look at it. The company is called Kinsa Securities. It's a Papua New Guinea finance company. Why do we like this one? I think we sort of love the fact it gives a 9% dividend, which is always good. We like the fact it's only on a PE of 8, which is pretty sexy, and it's got some growth. So we like the growth potential from oil and gas in Papua New Guinea, and we're really sort of happy to add this to the 3-year growth story. And again, we've got this new website coming, and this will be in our dividend with growth section, and at the moment it's just in the 3-year growth section, but please go on the website, have a read about the story. If you like it, obviously get some shares in it. What I would like to say, please, there's hardly any volume on this stock, and at the moment, Equity Story, I think we're sort of small enough, we all sort of trust each other enough that what we've got to do is just please go into the story, put your bid in, but don't chase the price up. There's going to be this is Christmas, there'll be plenty of sort of sellers coming, people having to buy Christmas presents, so just leave your bid on. We said don't pay more than 107, so try not to chase this up, and I think eventually you'll get hit. So this is again an exciting story, and we think to find a story with growth, a great dividend, and a low P is certainly what we're looking for at the moment. Just having a look, obviously Bellamy's was a complete hit on the head for us, and pretty disappointing. And again, obviously Bellamy's management are under a lot of scrutiny at the moment for basically not generally keeping the market informed, and obviously when we were at the AGM being led astray that things were good, but all is not lost. Like I said the other day, Bellamy's will get hammered down even more. It's just the way the market works at the moment, but it's going to give us an opportunity, and we've just got to be patient with it and get back in. However, some of the trending stocks, obviously ALQ for me is holding up fine. Aristocrat, absolutely perfect. Hansen, with the markets there a little bit down, but should hold these trend lines by the end of the week, as should Domino's. Ramsay Healthcare, again, no issues with this company. Again, it is flirting a little bit, but it should hold these trend lines by the end of the week. Good to see BAP up. FXL just waiting for a decent day when it knocks up to that 250 and will sell out for profit. And obviously FPH again had some good news the other day, and I think recovering quite nicely. I've got no issues with what we're trending at the moment. The market isn't trending, so we are in a few stocks, and we'll sort of squeeze out of them and try and pick a bit of money out of them over the next sort of 2 or 3 weeks. but we're very, very keen. We've got Northern Star Evolution. It's in our 3-year growth portfolios. We want to hold them in the trends. Why? Because, as we've said earlier today, as Europe collapses, gold is going to have to start having its day, and I think it could be the catalyst for the big run-up, hopefully, that we're looking for in some of these gold stocks. Just like to say before you go, we're going to put the US dollar on. The code is USD. We're going to go long in it. Part of I don't know, it's 3-year growth, or just go long on the trend. I think the US dollar is a great place to have some money in this year, and I think at the moment it's a great way to buy it for this better share. You can buy it. It's just the code is USD. You just buy the American dollar, and I think it's a great way to obviously hedge into this this environment we're trading in at the moment. That's all I've got to talk about tonight in Equity Story. I look forward to bringing you this report tomorrow night. Good night.